Hello everybody, how's it going? Today I wanted to do a little review. I should have probably done a lot sooner of these Ogio saddlebags. As you can tell, they're on a KLR. A lot of people that I know run the factory Kawasaki saddlebags. I just wanted something a little different, and so this is what I decided to go with. I believe Ogio is a great brand. I've had many of their backpacks, camping packs, and other products. Also, before I get started, I would like to say that I contacted them. Just Google search 1-800 number and talk to a girl on the phone, don't remember her name. And she said that if something ever happened that was my fault, like if I crash and destroy this right side bag, that they would sell me a single replacement. So that was good to hear, that I don't have to buy a whole new set, left side and right side, if something happens to one, or maybe one gets stolen, or just what have you. So anyway, that was nice to know. So going forward, they've got here in the rear, you've got a expandable side, and it unzips all the way around. Hard to do all this one-handed. Let's see if we can get it. I don't have them strapped to the bike, but I do have them sitting in the exact way they would be if I did have them strapped on there. This gives you another 2 inches all the way around of expansion, so you can squeeze a little extra down in there. You've also got these side pockets for just little quick access items, phone, bottle of water, just small knickknacks. Wife puts her wallet in there. Whatever you could think to fit. You could put an extra shirt, probably squeeze an extra pair of shorts or something in there, so when you get where you're going, you could just change from your riding pants to shorts for walking around. And then up here in the front, they've got a Velcro, which I like for this reason. When you unzip them, if we're sitting at a red light, or more importantly, if we're actually traveling down the road and there's something in here that, say, my wife wants to get access to, there's some other companies that build some that look almost identical, but some of them don't have the Velcro. So without the Velcro, you can't really open this going down the road. You can, but this is flapping in the wind. And it's not a huge deal, but it's nice just for that reason. As you can see, it's actually got a bottle of water in there. So, also what I like, as well, some of the competitors that look very similar to this also include a rain hood, just like these do. The difference is the Ogio bags, the rain hood is stitched into this pocket. So when you pull it out, it cannot be lost. It's there. Some of the other brands that I was looking at did not. They included a rain hood, but they did not stitch them in there. So, what good's your rain hood if you lose it? So, and then it just has if I can find it. Don't make a liar out of me. Yeah, it's just got a elastic band, and you just cinch it tight around the entire bag to hold it on. And then when you're done, just kind of wad it back up haphazardly. Doesn't really matter. The pocket's plenty big. Not only will it fit the rain hood, but it's still big enough to put other stuff in there as well, small knick-knack things. Sorry for the video being all over the place. Trying to do all this one-handed and freehand the camera with the other hand is not the easiest. And then, of course, both bags are identical in that fashion. They both have a carrying handle. You can leave these straps set once you get them like you like them, and then you can just pick the bags up, Velcro the handles together. These straps will just lay still connected in between them. And then as far as securing them to the bike, you've got 4 of these looped buckles, and so you unbuckle them from the saddlebag and then pass the buckle through the loop after you come through some sort of mounting location. And both of the front ones I hook on the KLR to this bracket here, and then on the rear, on the exhaust side, I have to come up over the I either come up over the blinker, or you need to go to the rear rack behind your bungee hook, because if you do it in front of the bungee hook, as you ride around, this strap will end up sliding in and it'll end up pulling the rear of the bag up at a funny angle. Same goes for the other side. Make sure you hook behind the bungee hook on the rear, and on the KLR specifically, the exact same mounting point for the front. And then when you get where you're going, if you're not going to be riding that evening or that night, you can just undo your 4 buckles, leave the straps hanging on the bike, and grab the saddlebags and go. You can do that with the rain covers on them. If you have to get off somewhere while it's raining, you can do it quickly, and then they go right back on in the same spot. And I like the way these sit on the KLR. As you can see, if you're carrying passengers, this back strap just slides down in a way to where they're not directly sitting on it. And then depending on how far back the driver sits and the passenger and your backrest and everything, obviously it might be different. But for me and my wife, it works out good, because this strap she isn't really sitting on. It's just beneath her thighs, and she's wearing jeans at the least, so it doesn't bother her. I think that's about everything covering these bags. Like I said, before I ordered them, I did call and check with Ogio, and they said that if I contacted them directly, I could buy one by itself. So I thought that was great. Like I said, if you have an accident or something, or one gets stolen, you don't want to have to buy the whole pair all over again. And the price wasn't bad. I found them online. I can't remember if it was Revzilla or Rocky Mountain ATV. Just one of your big box store suppliers had them for either $119. Yeah, it was $119. $119.99. They were on sale. I think regular price, they're not much more. Maybe $139, $149. I'd gladly pay full price for them. And one thing I was concerned about was the exhaust. Now, it may be different with the factory exhaust, because I know the factory exhaust carries a lot more heat with it, having a lot more baffles and chambers in it. It holds a lot more heat. But what I done, just to kind of ease my mind about it, is I rode the bike, got the bike warm before I ever put the bags on there. And then I stopped here in the garage and let the bike idle for about 2 minutes. Summertime, Alabama, 100 degrees outside. So the bike got hot. The needle started to climb up beyond what was normal riding temperature. And then I shut the bike off, and I could stick my fingers right on top of the number plate, or the bottom rather, and I could hold my hand here all day. That's how cool the exhaust was. Now, I've never done this with the factory exhaust, so I'm not sure. So my point is, if you have these bags or any other soft bags really, you need to make sure that when you stop, all you have to do is glance, make sure this bag is not weighed down to the point to where it's touching, because as long as there was an air gap, my hand was not burning. So I feel comfortable, like I said, as long as every time I stop, I just make sure that bag hasn't shifted down into an awkward position, and I'm not worried about it getting melted by the exhaust. So yeah, there you go, Ogio saddlebags. I think they advertise them to be more of a sport bike, sport touring bag, but like anything else, fits on the KLR just fine.